All right, this is my daily update for my build and public log, January 6th, 2025. I'm going to be real with you all. I'm pretty hungover. I, I, I'm okay now. I'm better. It's kind of the afternoon, but we went out last night. So my girlfriend partner is visiting from London, and she leaves tomorrow morning. So definitely couldn't go out tonight. And that was kind of our last hurrah. We went out and had a little too much fun. Um, Pretty weird. It's pretty empty out there. I went to what I think is kind of one of the coolest bars in town, and it was empty, 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 empty. Just a few people hanging out, having a few beers. No party people out there. We were the party people last night, closing down the bar, and yeah, it's so weird these days. Like, yeah, it was a Sunday. Yeah, it's like the last weekend. You know, before kind of the holidays are over. With New Year's and everything. Everything's kind of back to normal today. I understand why not a lot of people are out, but it's kind of weird to find no one out. I don't know. It was like kind of a cool night. Anyways, so my random story for today. That's a good segue. Um, I this last year, yeah. If you don't want to hear my random story, skip ahead. Last year, 2024, I I didn't like completely quit drinking, but I drank less alcohol than any year in my entire adult life. Okay, so I'm from kind of a party family, you could say, too much of a party family. Spent my 20s, just out partying all the time. Always was a drinker, but I'm getting up there in age, and I'm really serious about my business here, that I'm trying to get off the ground. And I don't want to party anymore, So I'm kind of too old for that. I've traveled a lot, partied a lot. I don't care. I want to work. I want to ship, get things done. I want to kind of go to a different phase of my life. This was a big transitional year for me. So, anyways, I I did dry January last year. Like I just I barely drank. Like before my girlfriend came from London, it was like 3 months I went without having any alcohol. So I'm just not used to drinking. I'm just not. And this last summer, pretty embarrassing, but I got invited to go out on a lake on a boat. We were going to drink, they were going to fish. So I went out there, and I'd exercised a lot earlier that day, and I was kind of dehydrated, and I hardly ate anything at all. Just had like a tiny salad bowl, and I'm used to being a pretty decent drinker. So go out on this boat, and it was like we're out here all day, all evening. We're like going back at night because it's out there. You fish at night, and I'm not a fisher. I didn't even have a fishing license. Like, I was just hanging out, and you know we ran out of proper drinks, and we started just drinking vodka. I got so drunk that I had to be carried off this boat. I was wasted. I'm just not used to drinking anymore. So uh, it was pretty embarrassing. There's a lot of embarrassing pictures of me like falling down and shit. I was like, because you're on a boat, and it's like the boat is moving, and then you mix alcohol, and I don't exactly have sea legs, so yeah, I was like falling down drunk. It was crazy. I had to be like helped out of the boat. Like, they took me home. It was a mess. It was a mess. So, uh, yeah, they're kind of just reminding me, like, yeah, this is why I'm not drinking alcohol anymore. Fuck all this. This is ridiculous. So, um, my poor girlfriend, she's really not doing well today. So, um, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, this year's going to be the same. I'm not going to drink very often. I'm enjoying just like very occasionally going out and drinking. So, like I said, I want to make this business work, and I'm just I don't know. That's not where I am in my life. So, speaking of the business, so uh, I'm making slow progress, connecting everything to use Open Router. Pretty cool. So there's tons of models. Truthfully, I don't get why people are using all these other models. Like some of them are just like so random. I really, I don't understand. Um, like there's just a million. So there's like Amazon stuff now. There's, the Mistral. Why? To be honest, for the cost, um, truth be told, this one's pretty good for open source. So this is pretty good, but like it's very restrictive. It like go to this and ask about something controversial, controversial in China. It won't answer. I don't get why you use all these other ones. The costs are so high. Really, just truthfully use OpenAI. I'm going to be real with you all. Unless you're hosting like a Mistral model yourself or Olama, you know, dirt cheap on your own server, and it's just like virtually free. Yeah, but it's not. You're still running the server. Just route to Claude if it's a coding thing. Everything else, honestly, OpenAI is the way to go. For kind of simple task, if you can get away with using the mini, do it. It's so cheap. It's so fast. Yeah. I mean, it's just the winner. I mean, it really is. If you need deeper reasoning, obviously use 4.0. I've done a lot of digging into this, as well as reading other people's way better digging deep into this. And the conclusion was that this is the clear winner. I mean, it really is. Mistral and the Olamas are cool. That they work, and like I said, if you can, um, it really depends on the use case, of course. But yeah, that can be a clear, cheaper alternative. But this is not. Um, to be just like completely blunt, this is not really going to be more expensive for a lot of stuff. Um, but what's cool about Open Router is you can. So I don't know if you've noticed, but this goes down quite often. Well, not quite often, but this will go down. And the powerful thing about using Open Router is number one, you can set it to route to a different LLM for the right use case, like using Claude versus this. Like if you're doing some kind of coding task, don't use this. Like straight up use Claude. But some models just are fine tuned for certain use cases, and they are better. Even some of these different models, they'll beat OpenAI for like very specific tasks. So it depends what you're doing, but and this is very excellent. Honestly, expensive though. It is. This one's really pricey, the O1, but that's just the clear winner. So what I'm doing for AI chat is I'm obviously going to be routing for very specific things like you want to look up something real time. You need to go run an agent. You need to do this. What I'm going to do is probably route to Claude for coding, but no one's sending, why are you sending code over an email? So I've seen a few people do it, just testing it. So I'm not even going to bother with that right now, but I would do that if people started like emailing a lot of code tasks. But anyways, the cool thing about Open Router is you can do smart routing. You pay just one place. You don't have to like keep recharging, accounts and all these different services. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing around with this. But mostly I'm just using OpenAI. That really is the winner. I don't care what anyone says. Cost, uh, speed, efficiency, you name it. That it's just the winner. I mean, they even have rankings. Um, I mean, just guess what's at the top? Claude, and you know, like look at how much is actually being sent. I mean, it's just, and I'm telling you right now, like Mistral and like the llama models, it's just not worth it cost wise. Like the combination of accuracy, speed, and cost, you know, Claude and OpenAI are the winners. So, anyways, I'm going to continue. Uh, yeah, just look at the usage. Just, I mean, very clear. I mean, there's the Gemini ones, but yeah, I refuse to use Google. So, anyways, I'm going to continue on. Again, um, productivity goes back up like 10 up, 1,000% for me after tomorrow. So my girlfriend's going back to London tomorrow, and I'll be just sitting here alone, just coding away. So that's all I got. Check out Open Router, and yeah, don't drink too much like we did last night. All right, peace.